I will tell you that the reason for this episode is because of last episode. We had that Antarctica fact.
I can see that.
And now with this polar vortex or whatever the heck it's called coming down here, we are in South Carolina, people. It's going to be 17 degrees tonight.
Yeah.
With a high of 38 tomorrow in South Carolina. So we're going to talk about Antarctica because at least we're not there.
We'll feel like we are.
Yeah, but we're not.
We're not.
I want to be.
No.
But before
down.
That escalated quickly.
You jumped up a notch.
It's not a fight. We can't have anyone freak out there, okay?
Freaking out.
We gotta keep our composure.
You need to take it down. You really need to take it down a notch.
Christmas, we got Christmas right around the corner. So we figured, heck, why not talk about, we should have been talking about the North Pole, kind of dropped the ball on that one, but I am invested in Antarctica. Would you go there? Would you go to Antarctica? If somebody was like, free trip, let's go.
Yeah.
Right?
I'd go.
You have to. I mean, I think I'd pay to go, honestly. I want to know. I want to see that ice wall. I want to see that, what all these flat earthers are talking about, man.
It's a big ice cube.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a huge ice cube in the glass of flat earth.
Yeah. Flat earth. They're so smart.
Oh, I really didn't want to even say those two words together.
Okay, you're like 3 episodes in a row. Just
honestly, my algorithm is screwing with me. There's a lot of flat earth stuff popping up. And let's just talk about Antarctica. Why are why are the governments so sneaky about Antarctica? What is going on down there?
Something that they don't want us to know about.
I know, dude. It really makes me question everything there is to question about that place, especially when you see like the ice maps overlaid with like the actual landmass maps and stuff. It's just, there's got to be more to it. There has to be more to it.
It's crazy, dude.
And we're going to get into some of that stuff.
Let's do it.
Some of the theories we got here.
Man.
So first and foremost, I just wanted to open up the floor. We have all of these governments that are super, super weird and sketchy about Antarctica. You know, I mean, there are people over the centuries that have this obsession with this southern landmass on our planet. North Korea, the Nazis. I don't even know if I can say that on camera. Anyway, China, Russia, they all straight up lie to their citizens about Antarctica. And I'm starting to think that America's no different. I'm starting to think there's more to it.
Everybody's got the skeletons, brother.
Yeah, but what makes Antarctica so special? Is it just because it's difficult to get to? It's remote, so they can do all their dirty business down there and they know no one's going to see?
I think so.
Is that it, though? Or is there more?
That would be my guess. Is it's the most restrictive.
Yeah.
It's
easiest to hide there.
Yeah.
I mean, Russia's got all that space. They could hide. They could hide what they're doing up there. So why do they care about it?
Because they're Russian.
Yeah, well, we know super deep borehole, man. Russia does some weird stuff. That hole to hell. Yikes. That was terrifying. No, but all my life, I always thought it would be really cool to go to Antarctica. I loved the cold growing up. I grew up in a northern climate. I worked at ski resorts. You know, I would ski, I'd ride quads in the snow, snowmobiling, everything. I loved being outside in the snow. We used to flip car hoods over and tie ropes to them and tie them behind our four-wheelers. It was so much fun. So obviously you look at places like Antarctica, that's all snow all year round, and it makes you wonder, like, would it be that much fun? Would it be? Plus, I loved blizzards. I thought like snowstorms and blizzards were like the coolest thing. So Antarctica, they have some of the most intense. They actually don't get a lot of snowfall down there, which is why it's a desert. It's the driest place on Earth.
Yeah.
But still, One of the guys in the comments from one of our last videos, he was talking about how they were trained he actually was stationed down there or something like that. And he was talking about how they had to be trained in firefighting because it was so dry and there was such little humidity there that fire was actually easy.
Oh, that's crazy
to happen. Isn't that nuts?
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't think that because it's ice.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. So to kick things off, let's talk about how weird Antarctica is by the facts, because there are some facts that you cannot argue with that make this continent strange. Okay. So first up, we have the Blood Falls. And I just realized I don't have them. I got to bring them up. So there's this place in Antarctica. It's called the Blood Falls. And I got some bullet points of this. Basically, the long and short of it is it's an iron-rich waterfall that flows bright red. Now, it's earth. It's minerals in the earth. It really shouldn't be that's weird. Crazy. But it's weird. You know, like you can't deny that something like that. I mean,
that would spook. That would spook me, dude. Like if I did not know what it was.
Could you imagine?
I'd be like, someone got smacked up there.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of think about the first person who saw it. Think about the first person that came across that and was like, "What died at the top of that and is bleeding like something that huge?" Because it straight up looks like a waterfall of blood. It really does. I mean, I might be ignorant to it existing somewhere else, but if it does in fact exist in only one spot on Earth, why there? I don't know. It's freaky, it's weird, and that's not even the beginning. That's just the beginning of how freaky and weird some of this stuff is that we're going to talk about. The next strange fact that Lake Vostok. It is one of 675 known lakes to exist under the ice of Antarctica. That's right. This landmass that once was not covered by ice has 675 known to us lakes now under the ice.
That's nuts.
It's the 16th largest lake in the world. The world. And it's under the ice on Antarctica. It's a freshwater lake and it's buried under 2.5 miles of ice.
That's what's crazy.
13,000 feet down, this lake exists under the ice. Remember we were talking about the ocean, how weird it was that there could be rivers and lakes of different density waters in water?
There's one of them.
Seriously. And it's weird, man. So there's been no sunlight for over 15 million years.
That's crazy.
And the max depth of this thing
they ain't
is...
paid their light bill in 15 million years.
Oh, well, dude, that would be nice. No utility bills. 15 million years. The max depth of this thing is 3,000 feet deep. So you're talking about 13,000 feet under the ice. You then have another 3,000 feet of depth of this lake. It's like having a Great Lake on Antarctica.
It is.
You know?
Under Antarctica.
Under Antarctica, yeah. It's 160 miles long and 30 miles wide. This thing is absolutely massive. I'd love to know why they don't teach this. Did you ever learn about this?
Nope.
I've never learned about this.
Nope. I just knew it was cold.
Too cold. Too cold to be down there hanging out, doing whatever. This is the craziest part about this lake, in my opinion. Liquid water was found in the lake with traces of life.
How?
After 15 million years and no sunlight. It makes you want to question so much more about Earth, you know?
You know how when you're like in a dark room or something for a while inside, you walk outside and the sun just like blinds you? Could you imagine if one of those organisms saw sunlight?
I wonder if it would kill them. I wonder if it would be so, like the sunlight would be so aggressive that it would actually kill the plant life inside that lake.
That's crazy, dude.
Man, we're just going to keep rocking and rolling with these facts. So first we went down. Now we're going to go up. Mount Erebus. Antarctica has an active volcano.
But it's still ice. Something doesn't add up.
Right?
Right.
All that heat. All that heat.
But all that ice.
All that ice.
All that ice.
So Mount Erebus, it's an active volcano. It's got active lava inside the summit crater. So it's not just chilling, no pun intended. It's not just chilling down there. It's actually like alive and still not melting all this ice. So it's just under 2.5 miles high, 12,448 feet. So that lake, 3,000 feet deep. This 13,000 feet under the ice, and then 3,000 feet
It was about
deep.
2.5 miles down. The volcano's
So wait a
about
minute.
2.5 miles up.
I wonder if 2.5 miles high is measuring from the ice floor or the floor of the continent itself. No, it's got to be from the regular floor because that would be massive. That'd be 26,000 feet tall. That'd be 5 miles high. That if that were the case, we would have to know about it because that'd be one of the tallest mountains on Earth.
Yeah.
And I've never heard of Mount Erebus ever. You know
I guess that makes sense.
You know who has heard of Mount Erebus?
The ghost flight.
New Zealand.
Yeah.
Mm.
The ghost flight. I saw that, dude. I was
Again-
like, oh, this is crazy.
Again, another thing. How have I never heard about this?
I think I have heard something about this at one point. I did not make connection with the mountain. Did not make connection with the country. I heard ghost flight before.
Ghost flight. Okay.
But the details were all fresh to me. So
Yeah.
this was interesting.
Yeah. So in 1979, there was a sightseeing flight out of New Zealand, which again, I had no idea. It's Air New Zealand Flight 901. In 1977 or 78, they started this project in order to have sightseeing flights over Antarctica coming out of New Zealand, which actually sounds really cool. You know? In 1979, it was the second year, halfway through the second year, something like that. A sightseeing flight went out. It crashed into the summit of Mount Erebus in whiteout conditions, which at the time, people just didn't understand how that was even possible. They had ran this flight, same flight pattern, everything, multiple times, never had a problem. So all 257 passengers and crew were lost.
Dang.
There were no survivors, unfortunately, which honestly might have been a blessing and a curse. Because you go down in Antarctica and you survive.
You ain't going to want to survive.
Well, you're just you'll freeze to death so fast. There's no shelter. There's no food. Ugh, man. It would have been a really brutal way to go. All you can hope and pray to God for the people on that flight is the fact that they went quickly.
Mm-hmm.
The plane, when they went through the black box recording and everything, the plane descended 1,500 feet, even though the minimum was 7,000 feet in fair weather. So they don't understand why it was so low. Back then, they had a navigation that was like set waypoints that was entered into the computer, and basically the plane would tell you when you were on the proper flight path, kind of like GPS of the day. Even though the coordinates were set up properly in the computer, what they came to find out is that there was an update, a system update on the plane the night before that flight was set to go out. And there was a 43-kilometer error in the system that was corrected. So even though it was an error and it was corrected, it actually made the waypoints now incorrect. And it put it within a direct flight path of Mount Erebus. First of all, Mount Erebus is a real creepy name. Isn't that the god of death from ancient Egypt or something? I'm going back to the Mummy movie days. I swear that I've heard that. Erebus?
Erebus is a primordial deity in Greek mythology representing darkness and shadow.
Oh yeah, so that makes it even creepier now. Greek mythology.
Spooky. Spooky.
Yeah.
Nothing good associated with it.
The positive side of the Air New Zealand Flight 901 was that they did have a recovery mission. They were able to, they actually sent people there and recovered. all the crew and passengers, or I guess as many as they could find. I don't know if they accounted for all souls on board, but could you imagine the effort that had to go into that, recovering those bodies? And you had to do it quick, or else they'd get covered in the snow and frozen in the ice. Anyway, let's move on to the fun stuff. That got a little heavy there. I want to move on to the conspiracy theories.
Oh, yes.
And we were talking about that. You were getting all pumped up about this.
Because Antarctica is just one big conspiracy.
I'm telling you, dude, I don't know what it is about this place, but something is so off to me. Like, anytime I talk about it or read about it or hear about it or anything, it's weird. It's just always weird. Even if I'm not reading about weird things, I just find myself kind of like tilt my head like a dog. I'm like, this doesn't, something, why? I just don't understand. Why? And then once you start to hear about all these conspiracy theories, then your brain really goes off the rails. Like, you can never hear the word Antarctica again without thinking about some of this stuff. Nazis. Those dang Nazis. Coming in, ruining everything. Hitler was obsessed with Antarctica. He sent expeditions between 1938 and 1939. Expeditions, plural.
Yeah, more than one.
Yeah, he sent people down there, and he kept going. He was either looking for something, some sort of a competitive edge. A lot of people claim that he was just trying to set up bases there because it put him closer to the tip of South America, so it'd give him a way to invade, like, from the southern tip of South America up, because those were weaker countries that couldn't defend themselves. I'm not buying it. I'm just not buying it. You know what I mean? Like, it's easy to go there. You go there once, you set up a base, you're done. Look at what, he was a horrible person. But what he was able to pull off in the short amount of time with, like, labor forces, a lot of them were really bad labor forces, like,
not volunteer ones.
Yes. Knowing what he was able to pull off engineering wise, there's got to be more to this story. There has to be.
I think there is.
Yeah. So, but it's all speculation, but it's fun to speculate. So we're going to do it. Now, this is where things started to get a little weird and people started to really speculate. Millions in lost antiquities during the war were transported to secret Nazi bases in Antarctica. Now, this is a theory. I should have prefaced that. This is speculation. We're just speculating. I don't know for sure, but it makes a lot of sense. So, on their way fleeing all this unaccounted art, they're wondering if it was dropped off in Antarctica to hide it. And then the U-boat was sent on to Argentina so that all the U-boats and everything were accounted for, but the art wasn't. And I mean, who would think to go all the way to Antarctica?
Ain't nobody stopping by Antarctica to check and see if you dropped your wallet. Like, no. No, dude, buy a new wallet. Like, oh, you left your art piece? No, buy a new art piece.
Yeah. That's hilarious. It's like, you think he dropped all that? No, I'm not going there. No.
Yeah.
It can stay there. No one else is going to find it. That's hilarious. So the U-boat winds up down in Argentina. They think it stopped at secret Nazi bases in Antarctica along the way, and then eventually went to Argentina to seek refuge, which, if you dive down the Nazi rabbit hole in Argentina, wow. I don't know if you ever have, but
we got to do that one day.
There's a lot of supporting evidence claiming that the Nazi party still existed in Argentina for a very long time. Antarctica isn't on the way, but that iceberg also wasn't on the way to New York.
Yeah.
They still went all the way up there. So you never know. The craziest part at the bottom of the list that I had when it came to the Nazi bases thing is we had this operation in 1947 called Operation High Jump. It was to establish Little America 4, which was a massive, absolutely massive naval base operation said to be for testing purposes.
It's always a good cliche line.
After the war is done, the U-boat arrives in Argentina. All these antiquities are lost and unaccounted for. Finders, keepers, losers, weepers. what better way to go down there and disguise the fact that you're trying to find what they hid than to create a massive naval base? You know what I mean? Could you imagine like how easy it would be to shroud search parties? No one's allowed down there.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. We're going to move on from Nazis. Let's break away from those chains. Oh. Anyway, that was, sorry, low blow. That was a low blow. I shouldn't have said that. I might cut that out.
Dang.
Anyway, let's go to the Hollow Earth theory.
Hollow Earth?
Hollow Earth.
Hollow Earth.
The Hollow Earth theory is that there is an entrance to Hollow Earth in Antarctica, and that is why no one is allowed there, because all the governments came together and they're protecting something. We don't know. Could just be a big oil well. Yeah. They're claiming there's an entrance to Hollow Earth, and some of the supporting evidence is the fact that ecosystems have been found beneath the ice. Case in point, Lake Vostok. There is evidence of life in the liquid waters of Lake Vostok, but not just that. These ecosystems that they're finding down there under the ice, they're around active volcanoes, and the temperatures under the ice average at 77 degrees.
Let's go vacation.
Seriously.
Yeah, let's just...
Hey,
I mean, they have underwater hotels. I mean, they might as well have a under the ice resort.
I was just going to say, if somebody built an under the ice resort by one of these ecosystems, you know they would, oh, dude, these billionaires are flying to space. They'd go to Antarctica in a heartbeat. They would. Absolutely.
That's crazy, though.
Our next business endeavor?
Maybe. Like and subscribe and we'll find out.
If we get to 1 million subscribers by the end of 2026, we will build a hotel in Antarctica. I'm just kidding. Plant and animal life has been detected in soil samples.
That is crazy.
Under the ice. So you got life.
Not plant, but animal life.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Who the heck is living there?
Oh, well, that's the thing. I think we got some things down there. I think you know what I'm saying.
Things.
I think you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think we know where he's hanging out.
Opposable thumbs?
No.
Joking.
Oh, you jerk.
Yeah, thank you.
I was like, how's
it's
he not
one
getting...
of them two, though. It's one of them two.
Yeah. We're going to be jumping into the
foreshadowing.
A little alien conspiracy.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah. Before we get to the aliens, though, let's talk about the pyramids, which some people might say they were built by the aliens. I agree. I think pyramids were built by aliens. Have you heard the theory? And we're going to have a pyramid episode. That's going to be fun. Have you heard the theory about vibrations being used to levitate the stones to build the pyramids?
I think you've told me that.
Oh, man, it's cool. I was an audio major in college, so to think of things like that really trips my trigger. I'm like, ooh, that would be...
Well, that's a new one. Trips my trigger.
Oh, you never heard that?
No.
I'm fancy. So we're going to go into the pyramid theories here. There are satellite images of pyramids under the ice. And again, we're going to be popping pictures up on screen. You can reference this. This is a legitimate pyramid. You cannot tell me that this is a naturally forming tip of a mountain sticking out from the ice. No. There's just no way. Not to mention, there's another one right next to it.
I'm looking.
You see it?
That's nuts.
Come on. It's a pyramid, dude. That is a legitimate pyramid. There's no doubt in my mind about it. Go ahead, comments. Prove me wrong. But you won't. Because you know what the hardest thing to do on planet Earth is? Change somebody's mind. And you're not changing mine. Us gingers are hard-headed.
Yeah.
So there's satellite images of pyramids under the ice. Speculation of ancient civilizations from before it was ice. Now, this makes a lot of sense. You know why I think this makes sense?
Why?
Why are there maps of what's under the ice?
He's got a good point.
How? How could we have known what it looks like under the ice? Unless people live there.
And we froze them.
Maybe Antarctica isn't even covered with ice. It's just nobody goes there. So we don't know.
Dang.
Maybe every photo we see is just it in winter. Anywho, I like the speculation of the ancient civilization thing because there's really no reason. I mean, let's think back to when we were in school. We're finding evidence of human life being in North America thousands of years ago.
That's a good point.
You know? So why isn't it unreasonable to think that, yeah, there were possibly civilizations that lived on Antarctica? It's not that weird.
Mm-mm.
I mean, if you imagine, it's just like, I'm going to go on vacation, visit my cousins. Oh, where do they live? Antarctica.
Under the ice.
Under the ice.
Stay at the
dude.
ice resort.
An elevator that takes you 13,000 feet down to the surface of Antarctica.
The longest part of the trip is the elevator.
Dude, could you even... hold on. I know we were talking that it would be cool to have a resort under the ice in Antarctica. Could you actually sleep at night knowing there was 13,000 feet of ice above your head?
Well, I'm a hot sleeper, so heck yeah. Heck yeah, dude.
No, I'm referring more to the whole crushing you in your sleep thing.
Mm.
A tunnel fails, cave in.
Mm.
A crevasse opens up and just a sheet of ice just... I mean, you wouldn't even know it. You'd be dead.
That's a good point. Yeah, I wouldn't be bothered.
You wouldn't bother you?
Yeah, I'd just take a couple blankets and...
Man, we were still on pyramids, weren't we? One final point of pyramids. Radar and LiDAR scans, which, here we go, back to this. Let's LiDAR the Earth, baby. Let's see what's under there. Radar and LiDAR scans show geometric anomalies under the ice.
Tell me, there'd be so much more we could find if it wouldn't just restrict it to Antarctica.
Yeah, and the whole geometric thing, like, you got to remember, people, straight lines and stuff like that, it's not natural. That was created. It was put there somehow, some way at one point in time.
Mm-hmm.
Some sort of an intelligent being had to have created that.
Hiding some intelligent beings.
Yeah, it's not fair. It's just not fair. We just want to know. And that's like, for us normal people, we just want to know. I just want to know.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do anything about it. What am I going to do about it? Put my grizzly on a boat and just go ripping around the ice?
No, we won't take any trips there.
Anyway, let's get to the alien connection.
Okay.
Ooh,
Okay, dokie. Let's
baby.
do it.
Alien connections in Antarctica. No fly zones.
That's what happens when I play defense.
Do you ever, though?
I did.
You did? Oh, that's right. You
Not
were
like-
an athlete.
Well, no, not like in a in a college game or anything like that, but like growing up, we'd just play pickup ball
Oh, yeah.
and all that. We'd do 7-on-7s and stuff, dude.
You know what I played pickup ball growing up? All-time QB.
Oh, yeah. That was fun. That was
I
easy.
loved it. Mainly because I couldn't run because I was fat. But I also had a pretty decent arm. Anyway, a whole no-fly zone thing under the alien connections. There are restricted zones over most of the continent. And when I say most of it, I mean there's damn near nowhere you can fly, especially like private pilots. Yeah. It's basically like, you're not allowed here. Don't come here. A lot of people will say because there's no safe landing zones. So if you need to make an emergency landing, there's no one there to save you, yada, yada, yada. All very good points. If you are truly protecting the safety of your people, I don't think that's it at all. I think they're lying to us. The exact opposite of protecting us.
Yeah.
Unless it's something crazy dangerous down there. The claims of why there are no fly zones. It's to protect wildlife because the terrain is
We are wild.
too brutal. Listen, what wildlife?
Us.
Your favorite? Polar bears down there? They got polar bears down on Antarctica? My favorite animal is the polar bear. You don't know jack about polar bears.
I can't speak on it at this moment.
Okay. Oh, good. Oh,
Can't.
he's training to be a politician. You hear that response? Another thing when it comes to the no-fly zones is it's a great way to cover up the existence of alien ruins. We're talking about the stuff that's under the ice, but just like that pyramid we just looked at, what else is above the ice? It's not like the whole thing is just flat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, there's just no way. Also, they could be trying to hide secret military forces that exist down there.
I've thought about that.
Which, in the grand scheme of things, as much as I'd love for it to be like hiding aliens or Bigfoot or something like that, that's probably more what it's all about.
It's just us being
Sneaky.
sneaky.
Sneaky
Yeah.
little
Sneaky
snakes.
Sneaky snakes.
Or possibly something that would change how we see our history. Now, we already know that textbooks cover up a lot. The what's published in textbooks is not 100% what actually happened or what existed. So I think the whole secret military force or hiding something that would change that how we see human history, that's got to be it. I think it's more along those lines. Could that be aliens? Yes, absolutely. Could there still be dinosaurs down there? A lot of people think that. And they just don't want us to see that they were covered with feathers. Because dinosaurs were covered with feathers.
They were.
So anyway, we're going to look at this photo about aliens, the crash site. Let's look at this bad boy. Now, for those of you who are looking at the picture on screen, saying to yourself, it slid down the mountain. To those of you, I say, shut up. Okay? It didn't slide down no damn mountain. This is a crash site from an alien. Period. End of argument. If you're watching this and you comment on this video and say, it slid down the mountain, that's just a... Click away, my friend, because you're not going to like any of the other crap we talk about.
True.
Just believe us, all right? Just turn your brain off and say, yes, that's an alien crash site. Thank you. And moving on to the next photo. Also, it's not a cave. This is an alien base entrance. Look at the hole in the side of that mountain.
That's pretty convincing.
It is. Look at it. It's got a thing, and it's pitch black. That is, and it's huge too. You can't really tell from this photo because you don't have like any point of reference in size.
I mean, it's still,
dude,
that's thick up.
It's big, man.
That's a thick up.
It's a big one. Big enough to fly a big old saucer through. Exactly. So it is what it is. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is the Wilkes Land Gravity Anomaly.
Say that 14 times backwards.
Aliens in Antarctica. They're claiming that the Wilkes Land Gravity Anomaly could possibly be a UFO crash site or a meteor impact. Something of that nature.
Yeah.
Something that is non-terrestrial, we'll say, to be more technical about it. Were there aliens here? Yes, there were aliens here.
Oh,
yeah.
Of course.
So about 66 million years ago, at the end of the Cretaceous period, an asteroid called
Big Mama.
Oh, man, I'm not even going to attempt. It was just a big asteroid. It crashed into what is now Mexico.
Mexico?
Yes. The asteroid was about...
Drink the worm.
The asteroid was about 10 to 15 kilometers in diameter, 6 to 9 miles. They did the math for me, thank God. And left a crater over 93 miles across 150 kilometers.
That's nuts.
Yeah. It is generally agreed that this thing was what killed the dinosaurs. You know, it was a massive crater.
I would say so.
Very easily could have destroyed all of plant animal life, you know, massively diminished the ozone. It is what it is. But in 2006, NASA satellites, as part of the Gravity Research and Climate Experiment GRACE mission, ooh, I like that. That's pretty. Detected gravitational changes in the area of Antarctica, which when you're talking about gravitational changes, something major had to have happened at that location in order to screw with gravity or like the magnetic field of the earth or anything like that. It had to have been a major event.
Yeah.
So this indicated the presence of a huge object sitting in the middle of a 300-mile wide impact crater. 300-mile wide.
That's big.
What they're claiming killed the dinosaurs was 93 miles.
Bigger would do worse.
3 times the size, dude.
Yeah.
Come on. That's crazy. So then it leads you to believe if it wasn't of an impact of a crater and destroyed the earth, whatever's sitting down there landed there. Then you start thinking about the Tomorrow War with Chris Pratt and the aliens are in the ice. That creepy.
It's starting to come together, dude. It's starting to come together.
Well, where do you think Hollywood's getting these ideas? We
I told
talked
you
about this already.
Yep.
They're desensitizing us. Yeah, anyway. You got to think the size of this crater, impact crater, you can fit Ohio into this thing. You can fit the state of Ohio inside this impact crater. And it's given off like...
Talk about home field advantage. They'd freeze their opponents.
Oh, man. It's just crazy to think that if something is affecting gravitational pulls and like I was saying, you know, like the polarity of the earth in specific spots, and it is that evident to be there. Not to mention, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm looking at these photos. Hold on just a hot dang minute. Wait a second. You got that link up that I have on there?
Yes.
Tell me what that crater is relatively close to.
The ocean?
Oh, dude, the lake.
Oh.
That's pretty dang close to Lake Vostok.
Hold on.
Yeah, go back and forth.
It is.
That's not far away, man. Think about it. It's far enough away to not blow any dust in it from like, because if something landed there, there had to have been an impact crater, meaning there was spray from it falling.
That's crazy, dude.
They wouldn't want any of it to impact that lake. Oh man, am I creating my own conspiracy theory right now?
You're working on it.
Oh,
you're working on it. That was
dude,
good.
Get out of town. How did I not notice that when I was looking this up?
That was good.
That's crazy. So yeah, anyway, they landed there. They needed some fresh water to refuel the ship. And maybe something broke and they just got trapped in the ice.
Yeah.
But dude.
Sucks to suck. That was the wrong place to stop.
But what if they still, what if they were hiding from another alien race? They got encapsulated in ice. What if they're still alive on the ship and they're feeding fresh water from Lake Vostok to stay alive?
I like it.
Growing all their own food on the
it.
ship.
That is resourceful.
Artificial light, completely hidden. No one would ever find them there.
Maybe we just give them a bad rap. Maybe they're
just trying to survive.
Just homesteaders.
Just trying to survive.
Yeah.
Oh, homesteaders.
Homesteaders.
The aliens are homesteaders in Antarctica. This just in. Aliens are homesteading in Antarctica. That's hilarious. That's exactly what it is. Now to the final point of what is a conspiracy about this place. The secret treaty.
It ain't secret. The reasoning is secret.
How could it possibly be that we as humans spread across this earth cannot agree on anything? Yet we all agree to not let our civilians go anywhere near Antarctica.
I don't know.
Because we're not the only ones on Antarctica. We're not the only country down there. But why are we all agreeing to keep it a secret? That's why I don't think it has anything to do with individual government reasonings. It's got to be something. Good point. It's got to be something bigger. Anyway, every major world power agreed to not claim land, drill into the land, or militarize there. So they claim. We never agree on anything. Why would they all agree to not do any of that stuff?
Fair enough.
Could they be threatened?
I think so. It's either that or, that.
Because there's no way it's because it's useless.
No.
There's no way. Because if it was useless.
They found a way to use everything.
Well, if it was useless, just let us all there.
Yeah.
Who cares? Oh, you went down to Antarctica and died? Idiot. Why'd you go to Antarctica? Moron. It's a big frozen tundra. Dumbass. Like, come on. If that were the case and it was just because it were dangerous, that has not stopped us from summiting peaks and exploring the depths of our oceans. Rest in peace, those guys who decided to go down and see the Titanic using a freaking Xbox controller to pilot a sub. Come on. Would you get in a... We're getting into the ocean now, but I'm getting a little flustered. Would you get into a submarine where the guy's like, here we go, and it's an Xbox controller?
What do you think? No.
We're idiots.
Yeah.
Humans are idiots. Just let
Go
us,
to Antarctica.
Yeah, just let us go to Antarctica. Unless you're hiding something, they gotta be hiding something.
They are.
Listen, people, it's the frozen season. It's winter, at least here in America. It is winter, and we just wanted to talk about something cold. And and not
Cold-hearted.
not only is this cold physically, but it is cold metaphorically.
Yes.
Why? But to end on a higher note, I wanted to do one thing I had an absolute joy doing the last time,
fun.
which was Dillon and I once came up with a fake story, but also had 2 true stories. And we tried to pick and choose which one were the truths and which one was the lie. How do you want to do this? You want to start? You want to go through all 3 of yours? I do 3 of mine, or back and forth like we did the stories?
Back and forth.
Back and forth. Okay. Hit me with your first fact. Start it off.
My first one. All right. Antarctica is the only continent that can be accurately described as having no permanent rivers.
No permanent rivers.
You can guess now or guess at the end.
Yeah, no. I'm taking it in.
Yeah.
I'm going to take it in. We'll guess at the end. I'll guess at the end. The ice sheets of Antarctica hold 90% of the world's ice. 90% of all Earth's ice exists
Earth's ice.
in Antarctica.
Big ice.
And with that means that 70% of the world's fresh water is Antarctica. 30% of it is what we live off of. 70% of it's down there.
Okay.
Okay, hit me with your second one.
It's like some...
Okay, give me with your second one.
Oh. All right. So, because there's so much ice, so we were talking about it earlier in the show, we were talking about whether it was from the ice or from the bedrock type deal. Antarctica's ice is found to have actually sat on bedrock, like way below, like the ocean surface below. Okay, here you go.
Okay.
The average elevation of Antarctica is higher than that of any other continent, even when the weight of its ice sheet, which does cause natural depression.
Oh, yeah.
is
That makes
taken
sense.
away. You take that away, and Antarctica is actually one of the highest elevated places on Earth.
We were just talking about this. Interesting. Really wish I knew.
Or it's not one of, it is the highest.
It is the highest
elevated
continent on Earth. Overall. Like not by peaks. Overall, the elevation of it is.
overall.
I can rock with that. I think that actually is real. It does make sense. I really want to say this one on camera, but I know you know the answer because of the response I got from you earlier. So you might have to pick a different one.
I know. I did already.
I did already.
I did already. I
So
knew
let's
it.
just say it then.
I knew exactly what you were doing when you were doing it.
There's no polar bears. There's no polar bears.
No polar bears.
Is that what you were thinking? Are we connecting on this? Crap. Are you trying to double fake me?
I don't know. Are you?
That's my other fact. There's no polar bears. There's no polar bears on
No
Antarctica.
polar bears. Huh. Interesting.
But if you think about it, it does kind of make sense.
Interesting.
Okay. Go ahead. Next one.
Hmm.
Oh, wait. I don't want that to be my one. Can I burn that one?
Yeah, you can burn that one.
I'm going to burn that one. There's no time zone in Antarctica. No time zone.
No time zone.
No time zone.
No time zone.
Antarctica
What?
is a place of no time.
Mm.
All right. Go ahead. Try me.
Okay. All
Try
right.
me.
All right. My last one. The treaty.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
The treaty.
BS.
It is permanently prohibited to extract minerals from Antarctica.
Permanently?
Permanently prohibited to extract minerals from Antarctica.
Now, when you say extract, do you mean to
Oil, like drilling for oil, extracting minerals for consumption or
okay, so-
manufacturing in other countries. Like
you can't export 'em.
nobody's allowed to go into Antarctica and export anything
permanently? See, again, how would they get everybody on board with that?
I don't know.
Especially like North Korea, or did they not sign the treaty?
No.
They probably didn't sign the treaty. North Korea is always on the outside. Okay, I got to think about that one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Finland was the first country to reach the South Pole. 1911. 1911. They reached
I believe
the
they're
South
so
Pole.
jacked up on coffee.
I thought it was interesting. I wanted to bring that up. Okay, so we have to figure out which one is the lie. So
I'll shoot first because I know.
recap, though. What were your three again?
Mine were you can permanently not extract anything
Permanently
from
not extract.
Antarctica. There's no what is it? Permanent rivers.
No permanent rivers.
No
I like that
permanent
one.
Rivers.
Mm-hmm.
And what was my middle one? I can't think of my middle one.
Neither can I. That's why we're
The
refreshing.
elevation of Antarctica is higher than any other
Antarctica is the
continent.
highest elevated continent. Now, once the ice is removed, you're saying it's the highest elevated continent, or even.
I mean, with
even-
the ice,
even-
yes.
oh, wow,
Obviously,
that's
it would
great.
be even more. But you take the ice off, not even mathematically equate for reverse decompression of what the
It's-
ice has done
it's
to the land.
already-
It's still higher.
the landmass
Yeah.
itself minus the ice.
Yep.
Oh man, and mine were. I'm gonna guess yours. Hold on, before I forget. Permanent rivers in the high, because permanent rivers make sense because as it melts and everything, the flow is going to change. So I like that one. I
That was
think
good. That one's right. You're
that one's
on
right.
That one, yeah.
That one's right. The highest elevation thing, and then the last one was the permanent ban on exportation of minerals. I'm gonna say that oh man, those both sound like legitimate facts.
You're welcome.
I'm going to say highest elevation is not factual because you wouldn't have saved the fake one for the third one 2 times in a row. So I think the second one is not factual. It is not.
But I did. It's true.
Oh, you faked me, dude.
Now, to be honest, I was going to throw my polar bear fact out there second because that was my mindset. I didn't want to do last
As soon as
one
I
being
read,
false.
as soon as I read it though,
Chat
I would-
GPT.
No. As soon as I read it online, knowing what we said earlier in the episode about polar bears, and you gave me that really like, I was like, as soon as I read it, I was
because
like,
polar
that was
bears
gonna
are
be one of the
actually, they're
facts.
from the Arctic, like the ocean, like all the ice around the ocean.
Interesting. You got me. So Antarctica is the tallest continent? Wow, that's crazy.
I
Never knew that.
I thought it was a lie when I was reading it, but it went into
I thought
it
the
went
internet,
into description. I was like, okay, that's.
I thought the internet
that's
was
kinda
lying
cool.
to me.
Yeah.
All right, so now my 3 that you got to
Yours.
choose from is the ice storage. So 90% of the world's ice is there. 90% of it. All the world is there. And 70% of all of the fresh water on Earth is there. Yet humans exist everywhere else.
Mhm.
Second one, no time zone. Antarctica has no time zone. And the third one, Finland in 1911 was the first to reach the South Pole.
Yep. See, I think the first one, the freshwater and all that, is too stupid to be false. Like, that just makes sense. Human race, let's go everywhere else. That doesn't make sense. So that one's true.
Okay, yes,
Okay.
that one is true.
All right. Finland and time zone. I'm
Finland
calling
and-
BS on the time zone.
You're calling BS on the time
I'm calling
zone.
BS on the time zone. How can you be there and not have any? Like, you have to follow some kind of. It falls in one of the hemispheres for time. It has to.
It has to.
Or at least portions of it. I mean, the U.S., like, you've got 3 different time zones there.
Mm-hmm.
There's got to be at least one time zone that can correlate in Antarctica. Like, when you're there, go off of this one. That'll give you an idea. Yeah.
Yep.
But Finland, yeah, I definitely believe that one because they are jacked up on some caffeine.
Interesting. Well, you're wrong. We both gave the false fact as the third fact again. Because I was thinking, I was like, there's no way he'll do that twice. First fact is that the ice storage thing, yes, incredibly enough, 90% of the world's ice is in Antarctica and 70% of the Earth's fresh water is in Antarctica. That
believe it.
is gnarly
I
to
believe
think
it.
of because there's enough everywhere else for us to exist as humans. So just the cache of that down there is crazy.
And it's untouched.
It makes me feel confident about like if the earth ever starts running out of fresh water, we got a place to go. The no polar bears thing, we covered that. But yes, there is no one time zone in Antarctica.
Dang.
Every single research facility they sync up with their own like connections time zone.
I guess
so like
that makes sense.
There's
no civilization there.
America's facility runs off of a time zone in America.
Yeah.
So that it's just easier for everything.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but when you read it, like, how is there no time zone in Antarctica? It's because they never draw the lines. They just go based off of research. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Finland being the first to the South Pole, I genuinely don't remember. Norway was the first to the South Pole.
Norway.
Norway
they went.
Yes, they were the first to the South Pole. I think going to space and going to Antarctica are pretty high on my list of things I want to do myself. I need to know myself. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
This is going to come out a little bit before Christmas, but we're skipping. We're skipping weeks.
Enjoy your holiday.
But enjoy the holiday. Happy holidays. We say Merry Christmas.
Yes, we do.
Whatever you celebrate, happy whatever to you too. For you people over in Europe, it's Merry Christmas, not Happy Christmas. Get it straight.
Yeah.
Get it straight.
It's a merry time.
It's Merry Christmas. Don't get mad at us because we just one-upped you with the name, all right? Happy Christmas just wasn't cutting it. Period.
It just doesn't sound right.
And we also didn't want to be
It's like, hey, you all.
Yeah.
No. Y'all.
Hey, y'all. What's up?
Hey, y'all.
We also didn't want to be cliche and just do a episode about Christmas.
Yeah.
It's just too cliche.
I mean, we're cold, so
It's
that
cold.
lines up.
We pulled a little piece out of there, and we decided to just focus on just a little piece of it, just a tiny little piece. And that little piece was being freezing because, dude, it's cold.
It's cheery.
It's very cheery outside.
Very cheery.
You're like cheery. It's cheery and cheery. So anyway, like, comment, subscribe, follow us on everything. We got a lot of these clips that are going to be dropping soon. So if you want to go back into the vault and check out some of your favorite parts of past episodes, you'll be able to do that without having to fast forward. You can go onto YouTube. You can see it. You can listen to it. Whatever you want to do to it, comment. Let us know what you guys want to hear us talk about. We're open.
Because we'll talk.
Oh, my God. We will talk. Absolutely.
All day long.
Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
We love you.
We
love you.
We love you. And for those of you watching out there, listen to your parents or you're going to get coal for Christmas. You think the Grinch is sketchy? Krampus is going to come snatch y'all up. You don't listen to your parents. Look up Krampus. Google it. Anyway, goodbye.
Goodbye.
So long.
Bye-bye.
That escalated quickly.
You jumped up a notch.
It's not a fight. We can't have anyone freak out there, okay?
Freaking out.
We gotta keep our composure.
You need to take it down. You really need to take it down a notch.
Is it hot in here? Whoa.
Catch.
Was it getting ready to fall that whole time?
Yeah, I was hot. But I was hot before I came over here.